Hi, my name is Jay Smith and I'm running for president. Well, first, I will pull our soldiers out of war if it is unneeded, and you will be able to see your loved ones back home. And second, well, I'll just make America great, so why not? Gun laws. I know that's a major problem right now. I will protect your Second Amendment rights, no matter what anyone tries to say. The government will not take your Second Amendment right of having a gun away from you. So you are always more involved with that. And, well, I just believe in the NRA and believe that anybody should take a gun. So, foreign relations is another major problem, and I feel that we should first end up helping ourselves, as in all of our homeless people. Yes, people overseas may have it worse than us, but we need to focus on ourselves and build ourselves up before we can go and help anyone overseas. So for abortion, I feel that if you don't want the kid, you should have the choice to have abortion, but you shouldn't be forced against what you want to have it aborted. But we also don't need any more kids getting put into abortion homes because their parents didn't want them or anything like that for adoption or anything, because if you're going to have the kid, what would be the point of putting it up for adoption whenever you had it in the first place? So, as far as climate change goes, people shouldn't be forced and or have to pay a tax or a fine or anything like that to be green unless you are a larger business, because as a normal person you can't really afford all that. But if you own a larger business, more than likely you can afford to be able to pay that extra tax or be able to pay the fines or whatever they need to give to you. So, yeah. As for nuclear weapons go, I feel that unless it is absolutely necessary to have them and or use them, we should not have them, and other countries shouldn't have them as well. But if it comes down to it and we have to bomb another country like we did before, then by all means I feel that it should happen. But until that point, I feel we shouldn't have them, and we should just make them once we need them if we have to. We need to somehow make our borders a little bit stronger so that way we don't have any more illegal immigrants coming into the U.S. But we also have to take in consideration that the people that are immigrants and want to come in here legally should also still have the possibility of coming in legally. But the illegal immigrants is the main concern here, considering the fact that most of them don't provide for the United States, and they just come in here, live off of us for free, and then don't contribute to our society whatsoever. Cybersecurity is one of our also major problems, considering people aren't feeling safe with the government because they know that at any given point in time they can be listening into your conversations and or going on to different websites or anything else that you've been going on to. So I say that we eliminate any type of government involvement in cybersecurity, and even if they're just looking for terrorists, okay, single out those people and search for them. Don't be searching every single person, because there are some people in here in the United States that aren't doing anything wrong and don't have to be worried about the government possibly thinking that just because they said one thing that they're going to come after them for saying it. Our healthcare should be open to everybody like it is, but a minor change would be instead of forcing people to have it, and if you don't pay for it or if you can't afford to pay for it, then you get a fine for it. You don't get any penalty as long as you are just feeling safe enough as yourself and you actually have the insurance. But if you don't have insurance, it's not going to penalize you in any way. Unlike the way Obamacare is now, you get a fine or you get penalized in some sort, but if you can't afford health care, what makes people think you can afford to pay a fine? I know you may not like what I'm about to say with this topic, but as far as minimum wage goes, I feel minimum wage should stay around the same and or gradually incline, because if we raise it right now straight to $15, it's just going to kill our economy even more, on top of making everything else go up, including taxes and possibly even the cost of living, which is already pretty much out of our reach with how we are now. So by raising it to $15 an hour, it's not going to help anything. It's just going to make people be less motivated to get out of, say, working at McDonald's or some type of food place or any place like that, and just work there for the rest of their lives when they could be going out and getting a better paying job and furthering their career. For taxes, I feel the rich should have to pay their fair share. Yes, they may have earned their money equally or however you want to put it, but it's not fair to the poor that they don't have any money while the rich is sitting here with so much money that they half the time don't even spend it and don't have any use for it. It's just kind of sitting in their bank account doing nothing. So I just feel that they should be taxed either a little more or should have to spend their money on at least something to benefit society instead of just leaving it sit there.
So I won the polls